big news from Mobileye and their partnership with Volkswagen. They announced that Surround ADAS, which is kind of a next step up from the traditional ADAS system where you have a single camera. You may have this in your vehicle today, but it's a pretty low end, low capability feature that Mobileye is kind of the industry standard. This isn't full autonomy. We're not going that far, but the next step up, so level 2 plus is what you would call it, is something that Volkswagen is now going to be building into their vehicles, and they're going to be leaning on Mobileye once again. They have a long-term partnership with Mobileye, and this is going to not only increase the number of vehicles that have these advanced capabilities, but also increase the revenue per vehicle for Mobileye. So pretty big deal. You can see here the shares are up about 8% in trading as I'm recording just before the market closes on Tuesday. And I think this is probably a bigger deal than a lot of investors realize. Volkswagen is the biggest automaker in the world. Mobileye has a horizontal services business model. That means that they want to develop their technology, the chips, the sensors, and the software one time and then sell it to all kinds of automakers all around the world. You get volume when you get to Volkswagen. And if they can add more and more automakers, they're going to be able to spread those costs across more and more of those production vehicles, potentially make not only more revenue, but more margin per vehicle as well. So going to dig through everything that we know today. This is pretty early on. We're not going to see an impact for a little while here, but in investing, we are forward looking. So we're looking at what the growth story is for Mobileye. This is a stock that I own in the asymmetric portfolio. So let's dig into it. My name is Travis Hoium. Thanks for watching Asymmetric Investing. Please subscribe here on YouTube for all my content. And thanks to this video sponsor, The Motley Fool. If you go to fool.com/ASYM, they'll give you their top 10 stocks to buy right now. So let's go to the announcement between these two companies. Volkswagen Group cooperates with Valeo and Mobileye to enhance driver assistance in future MQB vehicles. Why is there two parties here? Mobileye is typically a tier 2 auto supplier. That means that they're not going to be selling directly to Volkswagen. They're going to be specified into each Volkswagen vehicle, but they're going to be selling their product to a tier 1. That tier 1 is going to then assemble the components, the ECUs in this case, and then they're going to sell a product that's going to ultimately be put on the production line for Volkswagen vehicles. I'll get to some of that, but let's start with what an MQB vehicle is. This is Volkswagen's explanation when they announced this, the modular transverse matrix. Why this is called MQB, I don't really know, but this is their most widely used technology platform, forms the basis for a variety of models ranging from the small Polo to the larger US SUV, the Atlas. So basically this is a platform that they can use across multiple vehicles, develop at once, and then create many different products from it. So the theme here is that you're buying something once, you're building something once, and then you're making many different products. So you're doing that whether you're Volkswagen with MQB or whether you're Mobileye with their autonomous technology. So let's go through some of the details. The collaboration aims to enhance safety and driving comfort in Volkswagen MQB vehicles. And then they're going to reduce complexity and streamline procurement as well. This is always one of the challenges with automakers is how do you have fewer components and actually develop fewer of them yourself? You sometimes just lean on suppliers. In this case, they're leaning on Valeo and Mobileye. What they're going to be building is an advanced driver assist system up to level 2 plus. What exactly does that mean? Level 2 is basically the most advanced you can get with a autonomous driving system where the driver is technically still in charge. So the driver's still going to have to be able to take control. They would say that this is typically hands off, but eyes on the road. That's kind of the most advanced, but you still have to be there. You still have to be able to take control. Level 3 is when the vehicle is actually going to be in charge. The vehicle is going to have that liability if there's an accident. A driver just has to be able to take control at some point, but there's going to be a warning sign, maybe 5, 10, 15 seconds where you're saying, okay, there's something coming that we can't recognize right now. We need you to take over. And if you don't take over, we're going to do a safety maneuver. That would be level 3, but this is level 2 or 2 plus. So basically more advanced. Another level 2 plus system would be Tesla's Autopilot or even Tesla's FSD would actually be level 2 or 2 plus systems. They say that they're also going to be beyond hands-free driving in specific conditions and on approved highway sections. So that's basically hands-free, but you can kind of take your attention away from the vehicle for a certain period of time. So that's where they get to that 2 plus. They don't want to say it's level 3 because again, that's when the liability falls on the automaker, but 2 plus, you'll be able to actually have a conversation, turn to somebody else, maybe even look at your phone. The system is going to be a 360-degree ring of multiple cameras and radars. I'll show some of this information from Mobileye in a second, along with software-defined capabilities, enabling hands-free driving on approved roads, smart parking, and improved occupant and pedestrian safety. Valeo is actually going to be providing the ECUs, sensors, and parking solutions, while Mobileye is going to be contributing what it calls its Surround ADAS platform. Thanks to our friends at The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/ASYM for the top 10 stocks to buy right now. Here is a look at surround ADAS. So one front-facing camera, 8 megapixels, 4 short-range cameras that are all 3 megapixels. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 5 radars. That's what the red lines here are. And the radar is going to be just another layer of sensor that's going to provide a little bit different input than just the visual input. So it's going to work better in things like fog, snowy conditions, glare conditions, some of the failure points that we've seen with some of Tesla's products. Radar is going to be able to help overcome that. They're also going to be selling an IQ6 High processor and mapping technologies. So this is really a suite of products from Mobileye. And this is really their theory of the case, is that they're going to be able to develop all these things once and sell them a whole bunch of times to different automakers and have different solutions for even different vehicles. So maybe the vehicles will drive a little bit different. But the baseline is this IQ6 High processor. And then the mapping technologies is basically going to allow them to map, and they've mapped millions of miles all around the world. And then the vehicle is going to basically be able to anticipate what the road is going to look like in the future. So not everything is being processed for the first time. They're going to go, okay, I know that a stop sign is coming up, so I'm expecting to see that stop sign. Oh, this looks a little bit different than I've seen before. So maybe there's some road work going on. That's where mapping technologies come in, just layering on more layers of safety. That's what Mobileye is bringing here. And the impact for Mobileye could be pretty significant. This is a quote from Mobileye's Capital Markets Day. And it puts into context how much money they're generating per system sale right now and how much they could potentially sell with some of these more advanced technologies. So you can see that the base ADAS system, which they're including in a lot of Volkswagen vehicles, I have it in my vehicle right now, bundle at $100 to $150. Surround ADAS, like I said, is going to be more cameras, more radar, and that is going to be $700 to $800. Now that's going to be what he's discussing here is the cost to the auto manufacturer, the OEM. So this is not going to be Mobileye going from $100 in revenue to $700 worth of revenue, but they are going to be a pretty good chunk of that. So they're maybe going to go from $50 to $150 worth of revenue for a base ADAS system to maybe $400 or $500. So maybe a 4x or 5x increase going from that base ADAS system to surround ADAS. The next step up is supervision, and there you're talking about a system cost of $2,000 to $2,500. So again, not all of that would be going to Mobileye, but they are going to have vehicles with some of those higher end systems, in particular Audi and Porsche vehicles in the future. So my basic theory with Mobileye is that they are the industry standard for base ADAS today. If they get anywhere near that point with autonomy in the future, they're going to be able to move up that revenue curve. So now instead of, let's say, $100 per vehicle in revenue, they're going to be generating more like $500, $1,000, maybe even several $1,000s if we get to full autonomy. So you can see how the revenue for Mobileye would grow even if the number of vehicles they're selling into falls. But a deal like this, a deal with the biggest automaker in the world, is showing that they're winning in the market, and they're going to be able to now spread those cost savings across multiple other potential competitors and other bids that they're already working on. So 2025, I think, is a real transformational year for Mobileye. They can sign a few more of these contracts, get to several million surround ADAS systems in 2027, 2028. That's where I think you see the real upside potential for Mobileye. That's when revenue will start to grow, earnings and free cash flow will start to grow, and then that multiple will start to increase as well, because I think this company still has the possibility to be the preferred modular or horizontal services provider in autonomy. I don't think these are going to be vertically integrated solutions where each automaker is going to develop their own solution. They're going to go out in the market and say, who can provide me the best solution for the lowest price? Mobileye, I think, is going to win that battle. We'll see how this plays out. This is a big one for them. That's why the stock is up, but it's going to take a little while for this to actually show up in their financials. But let me know what you think about Mobileye today. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to Asymmetric Investing. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you here next time.